New Rochelle's great. It's a city, but it's a small town.
It is dynamic, it is vibrant, it is diverse. So it's a community with a little bit of something for everybody.
In the New York metro region, there is a tremendous shortage of available housing. And so that has put a lot of pressure on affordability for housing in the region. There was a realization that downtown New Rochelle needed to be revitalized.
So in 2015, my predecessors on the council and working with our staff came up with a form-based overlay zone, which would permit the construction of housing, but also wove in mandatory affordability requirements for each building.
It was determined that we would do a solicitation seeking proposals from world-class developers to develop strategies for revitalization of the downtown.
RXR responded to that RFP and was awarded the Master Developer designation in 2015, where we worked hand in hand with the City of New Rochelle to develop a form-based zoning code that would allow for upwards of 10,000 multifamily units, hundreds of thousands of square feet of commercial development right here in the downtown core. By putting together the form-based zoning code we refer to as the downtown overlay zones, you took the guesswork out of development.
And so because we preemptively did a lot of the environmental impact studies, because we preemptively identified the parcels, because we preemptively designated the height of the buildings and where they could go, you can apply and be approved within 90 days.
We have an affordable housing policy that requires 10% of the units that are approved be affordable to households 70% of AMI. And then we've been very successful at sort of deepening not only the number of units, we've been able to generate 20% or 1,100 units are affordable to a range from 30% of AMI all the way to 100% of AMI.
More housing, more development has given us the opportunity to increase our budget substantially and has given us the opportunity to provide more of the services for our residents that they need through this increased development.
Our ability to generate over 4,000 units to come online within a very short 3-year period have been able to exert a downward pressure on rents. In New Rochelle, we've seen rent increases around 2 to 3% per year, while in the same region, not 2-3 miles from here, the rents are going up in double digits.
Having extra income to spend in these restaurants, these businesses wouldn't do well and eventually have to shut down. So having an affordable living space is very important, because to have community, you need to go out and you spend money within the community so those businesses stay and thrive.
I think it's super important to keep New Rochelle affordable, just because we're coming into a rich neighborhood, like rich in culture. So it's really important that those people who have lived here their whole lives are not getting priced out.
We provide a space here for everybody, so we want everybody to be able to come here and live here and feel safe, and I'd like that to be available to as many people as possible.
The trend is housing unaffordability, and New Rochelle has stepped up to fight that trend and also make a name for itself in being such a special growing city.
Having a home is a fundamental right, like just full stop. And so what I'm proud about in New Rochelle, yes, we're building, but we're also making sure that we're taking a very nuanced approach that allows people to live in their homes with dignity, no matter how that home is defined, or as I like to say, have their kitchen table moments, that sense of security that a home offers. And so I'm proud to be a city that champions that moral imperative to ensure everyone has a home and a kitchen table moment.